Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Weather on the Go, all your weather coverage. We're going to be talking about a winter storm moving across the deep south into the northeast as we go through this week, and the deep freeze we're all experiencing as well through the week. We'll be diving into those details in today's afternoon update. If you are new to the channel and not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below for detailed weather breakdowns across North America and helping me get to 75,000 subscribers by the end of this month. And you can help me get there simply by subscribing to the channel down below and pressing the like button. It helps out more than you know. Looking at our temperature anomalies here through the early part of this week, from Martin Luther King Day all the way through Wednesday, January 17th, and the heart of the cold Arctic air is across portions of the United States and southern Canada here. And you can see by this afternoon, these are your high temperatures about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Single digits below zero are your highs across the upper Midwest, the northern plains, and parts of the Ohio Valley. Look at the freezing line, though, going all the way south here towards San Antonio, towards the Houston Metroplex, and even Jackson, Mississippi, getting very close to freezing this afternoon. And when you factor in the wind chills this afternoon to the north, we're still 20 to 30 degrees below zero with our wind chill values across the north central states and into the Ohio Valley. So if you do head outdoors this afternoon and this evening, make sure to bundle up in all layers out there because it is definitely very cold. Then here's your low temperatures. Waking up on your Martin Luther King Day on your Monday morning, we're going to be seeing 20s, if not 25 degrees below zero are your expected lows tomorrow morning across the Des Moines area at minus 24, minus 23 in Omaha, and minus 12 over here on the Chicago lakefront. So very cold. And when you factor in the wind, obviously that'll knock our wind chill values down a little bit further. We could be seeing those 30, even 40, possibly 45 degrees below zero with our wind chills again across our northern states here and even into southern Canada for tomorrow morning. Here is your current weather conditions, current radar here, and you can see lake effect snow in full force across the Buffalo area. There was reports of a couple of feet of snow across the Buffalo region, and that is why the Buffalo Bills playoff game was actually postponed to Monday afternoon for cleanup from the snowfall. We also see our next winter storm starting to move across Arkansas here. We got some snow across the Little Rock region and into Memphis. We got freezing rain, freezing drizzle down here further south into northern Mississippi, southern Arkansas, northern portions of Louisiana, and eastern Texas. As of this hour, we have winter storm warnings stretching from West Virginia through portions of Tennessee there, down into northern Mississippi, Arkansas, northern Louisiana there, down into southeastern portions of Oklahoma and northeast Texas, and winter weather advisories going all the way down into south central Texas toward the San Antonio region. So very cold air mass in place will support frozen precip as we go through the nighttime hours. We have some moderate snow bands setting up from portions of West Virginia, western Virginia, getting into eastern Kentucky, much of middle and eastern Tennessee, the Knoxville region, Chattanooga, getting over towards Nashville there, Crossville, Tennessee. And then as we go further to the south and west, we have freezing drizzle. We have a shallow layer of warm air aloft that is going to be supporting the sleet out there, freezing rain, freezing drizzle overnight across southern Arkansas, northern Mississippi, northern Louisiana, and along and east of the I-35 corridor in East Texas toward the Tyler, Texas region. Then as we go through your Martin Luther King Day, we're going to see a narrow swath of snow here from Virginia through Tennessee, northern portions of Mississippi, even far northern Alabama seeing some snow showers on Monday. Freezing rain, freezing drizzle, and sleet there with mixed precipitation further to the south, so we'll be watching out for that. Then as we go into Monday night, we see that snow starting to inch its way up there toward portions of Maryland, southern New Jersey, into northern Virginia and West Virginia as we go into your Monday night time frame. Overall, here is your snowfall accumulation expected over the next 24 to 48 hours. A decent swath of snow here from portions of Arkansas, northern portions of Mississippi, through the mid-Atlantic states here, And zooming it in, we could be seeing a solid swath of 3 to 6 inches worth of snow across middle and eastern Tennessee, possibly an isolated spot or two getting 7 inches of snow. And then that will lift up into eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, and western Virginia as we go through that Tuesday morning time frame. And you can see that stretching all the way over here into the mid-Atlantic states with those 3 to 6 inch snowfall amounts. Looking at your ice accumulation through Tuesday, decent icing here as well across East Texas, southern Arkansas, northern Louisiana, getting into Mississippi, northern Alabama, and even North Georgia could be seeing some ice potential with this storm. We could be seeing a tenth or two of an inch of ice across East Texas, and then I'm a little more concerned about a corridor here across southern Arkansas, northern Louisiana, into northwestern Mississippi there, where we could be seeing about a quarter of an inch of ice or so on those roadways as we go through your Tuesday morning time frame. And then stretching that a little bit further off to the east through the Jackson, Mississippi region, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa there across northern Alabama, and very close to the Atlanta metro area, maybe just to the north across far northern Georgia, we could be seeing a tenth to 2/10 of an inch of ice as we go through your Tuesday morning commute. Overall, this will be impacting travel across the eastern U.S. You can see at least minor travel disruptions, but I promise you we do have potentially even those moderate travel disruptions through your Monday, Martin Luther King Day, and into your Tuesday time frame. So definitely take it slow out here with travel, because travel will be slippery whether you see the snow, whether you see the ice, or even just all rain. Just make sure to take it slow out on those roadways. Then as we go into Tuesday, January 16th, new work week here, and we have snow moving up across portions of New England. That rain snow line is going to be very close there to Cape Cod, Long Island, and New York City, and Trenton down here into New Jersey, stretching down to Baltimore. This will be a very close call as we go through that Tuesday time frame. But as we go into Tuesday night, that system will move out. We'll have more lake effect snow there across the Great Lakes. And then our next big system will be moving into the Pacific Northwest, into California, Washington State as we go into Oregon, Northwest Nevada, and Idaho as we go into your Tuesday night time frame. And very heavy snow is breaking out on Wednesday with that cold air moving in across Canada again for the Pacific Northwest and the Rockies, starting to get some heavier snow on Wednesday. Looking at that, you can see the heavy snow trickling in through that Wednesday time frame. Several more inches of accumulating snow up here into British Columbia, southern Alberta, Canada, but also the United States, the Pacific Northwest, seeing some very heavy snows in those higher elevations. Even the Sierras getting several inches of snow, the Rockies getting several inches of snow through your Wednesday time frame. But with that system, Tuesday into Wednesday across New England here, a solid swath of 1 to 3 inches of snow, possibly an isolated spot or two getting up to 4 inches worth of snow. The highest potential of that occurring would be across Maine, New Hampshire there, and into portions of Massachusetts during that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. There will be a narrow swath of ice. We have that shallow, warm layer aloft with the cold air at the surface, and that will be enough for some freezing drizzle and some sleet out there as we go from around the I-95 corridor through portions of Rhode Island, down into Connecticut there, into New York City, northern and central New Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania toward Philadelphia, and then getting down into portions of Maryland there toward the Washington, D.C. area and Baltimore. We could be seeing a 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of ice Tuesday into Wednesday. Then a second push of cold air behind that system will move in later this week, the 18th, 19th time frame of January. We're going to see more cold air moving down from Canada. This is our second wave of cold air. Not as potent as the first one, but it will draw in more cold air as we go into next weekend, the 20th and the 21st of January for the eastern U.S. Meanwhile, the western side of the country and even western Canada begins to warm up as a ridge starts to build across the west coast as we go into next weekend. So looking first on Wednesday, the middle of this week on the 17th, moderating temperatures, but it's still very cold up across portions of the north, as we do expect for mid-January standards. Then as we go into late this week on Friday the 19th, there's our second wave of cold air. Notice it's not as potent, But we still see high temperatures, yes, highs into the single digits above or below zero here, with most of the below zero highs up into southern Canada. Then as we go through late next weekend, we'll start to moderate the temperatures back into the teens and 20s across the north. And look at the milder Pacific air coming in. That will spread further east as we go into later next week. And looking at the last week or so of January, the Climate Prediction Center's 8 to 14 day temperature outlook does show promise for some above normal temperatures getting closer toward the end of the month. So a January thaw will be underway as we get towards that 26, 27 time frame, but will come at the cost for more active weather. We're going to have that subtropical jet and that southern branch of the jet stream be very active as we go into late January. So more above average precip for California, the Four Corners region, down through New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, getting into Arkansas, Louisiana, and getting in toward portions of the southeast, whereas the northern branch will be less active. So the northern plains, the upper Midwest, and into the northeast and New England will be below normal with precip as we go into the last week in January. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to press the subscribe button down below for detailed weather breakdowns across North America, and also helping me get to 75,000 subscribers by the end of this month by simply subscribing to the channel down below. Make sure to press the like button down below. It helps out more than you know. Share this video with friends, family, and on social media, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their weekend out there.